morning, Smithtown fans. We are in Copaigue, New York on Saturday, September 28th. Copaigue Eagles just about to kick off to the Smithtown East JV football Bulls. Kickoff goes deep. On the bounce, Will Kamenicki takes that one up. Runs out of trouble. Is brought down with a violent tackle around the 30-yard line. Smithtown East offense will take the field. Opening series for the Bulls. We are again here at Copaigue High School. Today is Saturday, September 28th. We've got a 9 a.m. start time. It is a beautiful morning here for football. Quite breezy though. Looks like we've got a false start on the defensive side based on the claps. Let's see what happens. Offsides on the defense. That'll move the ball forward 5 yards. We'll be right back. Handoff goes to Rooney, who carries up about 4 yards. Second down coming up. 2nd and 2 for the Bulls. This is a good time to thank you for joining us here at Red Wolf Video Productions on our YouTube channel. That was Rooney taking the snap. He's brought down behind the line of scrimmage by number 52 for maybe a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 4 for the Bulls. Azara hits number 28. I believe that to be Dan Kinahan, who picks up probably another 20 yards after the catch. After that pass, we've got a fresh set of downs here for the Bulls. Azara drops back to pass, sends it way upfield. Nobody home. Might have been a missed call there on the route. 2nd and 10 for the Bulls. One back in the backfield. Reversed to number 44. I believe that to be Spinelli carrying upfield across the line of scrimmage. 1st down and more. Makes his way up to the 15-yard line before being brought down. Following that big game, we've got a fresh set of downs here for the Bulls. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. One back in the backfield, twins on both sides. Azara looks to pass. He hits Kinahan again. Kinahan brought down after a gain of 3 and a flag on the play. It was decided the previous play had no flag. We got 2nd and 7 from the 12-yard line. Azara drops back to pass, rolls out to his right. Hits Galati wide open in the end zone. First 6 points belong to the Bulls here. Smithtown sets up for an extra point kick. Looks like we've got an offsides. Offsides call on Copaigue. We'll be right back with the kick. Smithtown again sets up for the kick. Number 4, Brendan Hanley back to kick. The snap is good. The set is good. The kick is flat. No good. After the Smithtown touchdown, they are back to kick off. The ball is spotted on the 40. Again, Brennan Hanley out to kick. On the whistle, we're underway. Nice kick, comes down around the 22-yard line. Number 12 carries that and brought out of bounds around the 35. First and 10 for the Copaigue Eagles. We're going to get our first look at their offensive set. One back in the backfield. Quarterback set for a shotgun. Pass connects on the slant route. 5-yard gain by number 4 on the catch. 7 yards awarded on the previous catch. 2nd and 3 here for the Eagles. Quarterback rolls out. Pass is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 3 for the Eagles. One back in the backfield. Hand off to number 33. He is brought down at or around the line of scrimmage. 4th down coming up. Eagles were out to punt. They have called a timeout here. We'll be right back. 4th and 2 for the Eagles. They look to be out in an offensive set. All right, so the Eagles looked like they were trying to call the Bulls offsides. It didn't work. It actually backfired on them. They're backed up 5 yards on a false start. After the penalty, the Eagles do elect to punt. It's now 4th and 7. Ryan Rooney set back on the Bulls' 30-yard line to receive. Big number 52 boots it. Looks like it's going to come down around the 40-yard line and bounces backwards and rolls back to the 39. We'll be right back with the next offensive series for the Bulls. There was a penalty on the previous play, backing up the Eagles 5 yards further. Another kick by number 52 comes down around the 45 and rolls forward and settles back to roughly the same spot. Actually worked out for the Bulls in 2 yards in their favor. 1st and 10 for the Bulls. Ball spotted on their own 41-yard line. One back in the backfield. Azara looks to throw a slant. Doesn't connect. Penalty on the previous play moves the ball forward 10 yards. Ball spotted 15 yards that is. Ball spotted on the Eagles' 44-yard line. Must have been a personal foul. First and 10 for the Bulls. One back in the backfield. Zara scrambles out of trouble. Brought down back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 for the Bulls. One back in the backfield. Quarterback hands off and keeps. That's Ryan Rooney at the quarterback position. He runs up the middle for what looks to be maybe an 8 or 9 yard gain. 3rd and short for the Bulls. Quarterback drops back. Rooney connects to number 45, which I don't have a number for. Fresh set of downs. Quarterback drops back to pass. Azara connects with, I think that was Kinahan, around the 22-yard line. Pickup of maybe 5. Second and 5 for the Bulls, 1 back in the backfield. Azara drops back to pass. Connects with Galati across the middle, picks up the first down at the 15. First and 10 from the 15. 1 back in the backfield. Snap goes high, pulled in by Azara, looks to pass. Pass is picked off on the 4. Number 7 makes his way upfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 40. He's pushed out about the 39-yard line. After the interception, the ball was spotted back just shy of the Eagles' 40-yard line. First and 10 coming up for Copaigue. Sure that was Sean Stickle that tossed the ball carrier down. I assume there was an offsides or false start rather, and we got a backup of 5 yards. Be right back. After the penalty, we repeat first down. It's first and 15 for Copaigue. Ball back on the 35-yard line now. No backs in the backfield. Number 7 looks to pass downfield. That goes incomplete. Brings up second down. Second and 15 coming up for the Eagles. Ball still on their own 35-yard line. One back in the backfield. Seems to be some confusion. Timeout Eagles. We'll be right back. Back from a timeout. We've got still second and 15 on our own 35. 1 back in the backfield for Copaigue. Handoff goes up the middle. Ball carrier brought down after maybe a gain of 2. Third down coming up. Technical difficulties. I've missed third down. Looks to be maybe a gain of 2 on that play. 4th and 9 for the Eagles on the 41-yard line. They are set back to punt. Ryan Rooney set back on 35 to receive. Snap is good. Kick is flat. Caught by Rooney. He waved it off. First and 10 for the Bulls on their own 40-yard line. 1:08 remaining here in the quarter. Azara drops back to pass. Hits Rooney with from maybe a 2-yard pickup on the far side. Second and 8 for the Bulls. Lots of activity in the air today regardless of the wind. 1 back in the backfield. Rooney takes it up the middle. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. Time expired before they got off that play. We'll return the start of the second quarter and third down. Be right back. Coming back from a break between quarters, we now switch sides. Smithtown carrying from left to right. Third down for them. Hand off to Rooney, who goes off to the left. Cuts back upfield, makes his way to the first down marker. Picks up the first down. First and 10 for the Bulls. Ball spotted on the 48-yard line. 1 back in the backfield. Hands off to Spinelli. Flag on the play, near side. Spinelli runs through trouble. Sorry, that's Moran. 34, not 44. Moran worked his way up to the first down marker. There was a flag down. We'll see what that's all about. holding call on the previous play has backed him up and repeated first down here. We've got first and, bad snap. Quarterback goes to his knees. That's going to back him up a little further. Second and very long from their own 30-yard line. Two backs in the backfield. Quarterback looks to hand off. Hits Rooney. Rooney gets around his first tackler. Makes his way up to the 45-yard line. That'll bring up third down. Still third and long after a 15-yard pickup on the previous play. Roughly 18 yards to the first down marker. Azzara looks to pass. The ball was deflected, but a heads-up play by Galati completes it. That's a almost 15-yard gain, bringing up fourth and maybe two. Let's see what the Bulls elect to do here. Fourth and 3 for the Bulls. They elect to go for it. Hands off to Rooney, who breaks free. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards and the first down. First and 10 for the Bulls. Two backs in the backfield. Pass completed to number 45 in the backfield. No gain. Looks like a loss of maybe 3. Second and 12 for the Bulls. One back in the backfield. Twins on both sides. Azzara looks to pass. Sends it way upfield. Incomplete to number 45. Brings up a third down. Third and 12. One back in the backfield. Rooney running the Wildcat. Picks up about 7 yards. 3 yards shy of the first down. Fourth and 3 with two backs in the backfield. The Bulls elect to go for it. Connects to Kinahan across the midfield. And he makes his way up to the 15-yard line and a first down pickup. First and 10 from the 13-yard line or so. Azzara looks to pass. Incomplete to Moran. Brings up second down. Second and 10 for the Bulls. Two backs in the backfield. Twins out to the right. Pitch goes to Moran on the right side. He makes about 4 yards with flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. Second and 15 after a holding call on the previous play. One back in the backfield. Azzara looks to pass. Hits Rooney. Rooney gets wrapped up and brought down. Maybe 1 yard gain. Sorry, I incorrectly called that last gain. I forgot that we were set back 5 yards, so the Bulls picked up about 5 yards on the previous passing play. Azzara's carrying, gets chased down for a big loss in the backfield. That'll be about a 12-yard loss. Fourth down and nearly 20. The Bulls elect to go for it. Snap comes out and hits the ground. Scooped up by Rooney, who carries it in for a touchdown. Heads up play by Ryan Rooney. And put 6 more points on the board. After the touchdown, Bulls come out in offensive set, looking for a 2-point conversion. Hands off to 35, who's brought down with no gain. That was George Donahue. After the touchdown, the Bulls will be kicking off from left to right. Hanley back to kick. That kick rolls back. Oh, nice forward bounce on that. He's struggling with it all the way back to the 5-yard line. And he's brought down on what looks to be the Eagles' 2-yard line. A lot of wind with that, and a great forward roll gives the Eagles terrible field position to start this next offensive drive. 1st and 10 for the Eagles, backed up onto their own 2-yard line. Last week, the Bulls were able to force 2 safeties. Let's see if they can add to that tally. Quarterback connects on the 4-yard line and is brought down immediately. Tackler, I think, was Dan Kinahan. Nope, so Dan's on the right side. Connor Rotolo might have been the tackler there. Another correction, I think that was cornerback Nicky Mathis who made that tackle. 2nd and 7 for the Eagles. No backs in the backfield. That pass goes wide. Incomplete, brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 7 for the Eagles. 1 back in the backfield. Quarterback number 7 sets up for a shotgun. Long pass upfield, goes incomplete, brings up 4th down. 4th and 7, the Eagles elect to punt. Rooney set back on the 30-yard line. Punter at the back of the end zone. Kick comes up short, lands on the 30 and stays there. 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Bulls bring out their offense. After the punt, the Bulls have excellent field position. They're heading in from the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulls. 1 back in the backfield. Quarterback looks to pass. Connects with Rooney for maybe a 4-yard pickup. Second and 8 for the Bulls. 2 backs in the backfield. Zara rolls out to his right, hits Moran, who is brought down after a pickup of maybe 5. 3rd and 3 for the Bulls. 1:05 on the clock. Looks like a false start call on the Bulls. That's going to back him up. We'll be right back with that. Hand off to Rooney. He gets brought down around the 22-yard line. Got a timeout called here by the Bulls. Stopping the clock with 51 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. We'll be right back. 4th and 1 for the Bulls. 51 seconds remaining as we come back from timeout. 1 back in the backfield. Pass gets deflected, incomplete. Turnover on downs. We'll be right back with the Eagles' last chance here in the second quarter. 47 seconds on the clock here in the second half. Eagles take over on their own 20. 1st and 10. 1 back in the backfield. Quarterback airs it up, and it gets knocked down in the wind, it looks like. Incomplete, by the way. 2nd and 10 with 42 seconds on the clock. Clock stopped after the previous incomplete pass. 1 back in the backfield. Number 7 looks to pass again. He airs that one up. Picked off by Kinahan, who comes down with that on the 42-yard line. Looks like the Bulls will have on that last opportunity here themselves. First and 10 for the Bulls after the Dan Kinahan interception. Rooney reverses to Spinelli, who breaks free of trouble and is then brought down for about a 12-yard loss. Ball will be spotted back on the 48-yard line. Timeout called after the previous play, stopping the clock at 16 seconds. We've got second down and more than 20 to go for the first down. Again, only 16 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Azara looks to pass. He hits Spinelli in stride across the middle of the field, who's going to look to get out of bounds, and he does. Just shy of the first down marker, but a big pickup there, and a heads-up play getting out of bounds will stop the clock with 6 seconds remaining. Third and short, but only 6 seconds remaining here. Ball spotted on the 36-yard line. Azara looks to pass. He carries out of bounds as time expires. Going into the locker rooms at the half, we've got Smithtown Bulls with 12, the Copaigue Eagles at 0. We'll be right back with the second half. Coming back from our halftime break, we're just about to get started. The teams have switched sides again. The Bulls will be kicking off from right to left. Number 4, Brennan Hanley, is back to kick off. The ball is spotted on the 40. That kick comes down around the 32. Roll to the 30. Ball carrier is brought down around the 32. First and 10 for the Eagles. Ball spotted on the 27-yard line. 28-yard line, excuse me. One back in the backfield. Escapes trouble, but is brought down around the 12-yard line for a big loss. After that loss, the ball was spotted on the 14-yard line. So that's 10, 20, 25 yards up to the first down marker. Pass is deflected by number 68. I think that's Derek Schumer. Third and very long for the Eagles. One back in the backfield. Quarterback rolls out to his right, looks to pass. Pass is incomplete. Brings up fourth down. Fourth and roughly 25. The Eagles elect to kick. Snap goes high. Punt is off, comes down, and bounces forward. Great forward roll. They probably picked up an extra damn near 20 yards on the roll. Ball will be spotted on the Bulls' 45-yard line. Offense coming out. First and 10 for the Bulls. Moving the ball from right to left. Pitch goes to 45. I'm assuming this to be Carrick. So I referred back to my roster. I still don't have a 45 on the roster, even from the one I got last night. So I'm assuming that to be Carrick Willie, based upon athleticism and size. So we're going to call him Carrick for the rest of the game. Pre-snap, flag. False start on the offense. That's going to back him up and restart the second down. After getting backed up 5 yards on that false start, we've got second and 14. Ball's handed off to Carrick Willie, who gets brought down in the backfield. Third and 16 for the Bulls. Ball on the 39-yard line. Azara drops back to pass. Pass is incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Facing 4th and long, the Bulls elect to punt. Michael Devlin, number 72, is back to punt. He's set up on the 32-yard line. He'll be kicking into the wind. Punt goes high, comes down and rolls forward, comes to a rest around the 35-yard line. Eagles offense on their way onto the field. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 1 back in the backfield. Quarterback looks to run. Wrapped up by Devlin, number 72. With some help by Justin Shankman, number 88. Where are they going here? I guess that was an offsides call. After the penalty, we've got 1st and 5. 1 back in the backfield. Twins both sides. Hands off to 33, who is brought down by number 70, Connor Rotolo, and Michael Devlin. Short loss on the previous play, 2nd and almost 6 to go. Quarterback keeps. Number 14 is wrapped up at or around the line of scrimmage. Maybe a half-yard gain. Third and 4 for the Eagles. They have changed out their quarterback. Number 7 was the quarterback in the first half. Number 14 is now a quarterback. He's about double the size and double the number. Quarterback drops back, sends it way upfield, picked off by Mathis on the 35-yard line. That's Nicky Mathis, number 20, on that interception. Turnover there. Bulls offense comes back out on the field. Back from the interception, Bulls take over on their own 35-yard line. They line up with 2 backs in the backfield. Backs look to be Carrick Willie and Ryan Rooney. Rooney takes the handoff, splits the traffic, picks up about 8 yards. 9 yards awarded on that last run. 2nd and 1 to go here. 1 back in the backfield. Slots on both sides. Hands off to Rooney, who breaks the tackle, makes his way across the first down marker, moving the chains. First and 10 for the Bulls. The ball spotted on their own 47-yard line. 1 back in the backfield. Azara pitches. Carrick Willie gets wrapped up in the backfield. I did see a flag on the play, likely a holding call. After a holding penalty, we've got 1st and 25 to go from the 32-yard line. Ryan Rooney carrying. Makes his way up to the original line of scrimmage and more. Brought down at the midfield line after a pickup of about 20 plus. After that carry, we've got 2nd down and 6 to go. 2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback hands off to number 32, Parada, who works his way up to the 30-yard line before being gang tackled by the Eagles. 2nd and 6 for the Bulls.
Let's fight! Let's go blue! Let's go white!
It's Chris Moran on the carry.
Let's fight!
Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go white!
3rd and about 5 for the Bulls. Two backs in the backfield. Azara set for the shotgun. Cross back to pass. Pushes one out to Moran, incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Fourth down and 5 to go. The Bulls elect to go for it. Quarterback looks to pass. He scrambles. Pass is batted down on the 10-yard line. Turnover on downs. Eagles offense on their way out. 1st and 10 for the Eagles as they take over on their own 25-yard line. Number 7 back in as quarterback elects to keep. He scrambles and is brought down about the 23-yard line. Loss of maybe 2. Quarterback number 7 was injured on a previous play, so after an injury timeout, we're back. We've got 2nd down and 9 to go for the Eagles. Quarterback number 14 is back in. Running back number 33, his forward progress is stopped at around the 21-yard line, it looked like. 23-yard line is where they're spotting the ball. 3rd down and about 12 to go. Quarterback rolls out, runs into trouble. Ball was almost intercepted, but popped out and into the receiver's hands. He runs laterally, and I don't think he picked up any yards. Time expired after the previous play, so we've got 4th down coming up here for the Eagles. They have elected to punt it. Number 52 gets a big boot off. Ball lands at the 45 and trickles up to the 37-yard line, 38-yard line rather. Bulls will take over on their own 38. 1st and 10 for the Bulls, 1 back in the backfield. Ball again on the 38-yard line. Rooney takes the handoff. Gets wrapped up after a pickup of maybe 1. Rooney is slow to get up. 2nd and 8 for the Bulls. Parada carries. Gets wrapped up at about the 45. Comes down at the 46. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 1 for the Bulls. 2 backs in the backfield. Snap goes high, picked up by Moran. Moran comes around the right side. He's pushed out of bounds around the 40. And a flag down. Looks like there was a personal foul at the end of the previous play, which extended that play another 15 yards now. Catch to Kinahan, connects. Sorry, pass to Kinahan, connects. He caught on the 10, ran it in, and scored. 6 more points for the Bulls. Celebrations in the end zone. Copaigue fans are upset about the previous personal foul. Conversion attempt. Bulls out for a 2-point conversion. We get a pre-snap whistle. False start on the offense. 6. Because that's what it is. 2-point conversion attempt here. Rooney carrying. Rooney works his way into the end zone. 2 points added to the board, bringing their score to an even 20. Kickoff rolling all the way back to the 5-yard line. Picked up and carried up to the 15 where the ball carrier is brought down. Sorry I missed the kick there. I was trying to verify a previous play. 1st and 10 for the Eagles that'll be starting out on their own 15-yard line. Quarterback number 7 is back on the field after being carried off on the previous series. Pass is completed to number 33, who's brought down past the first down marker at about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Nobody in the backfield. Number 7 hits number 11, who's brought down after a gain of 3. 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. Number 7 picked off by, can't tell who that was. Can't see, I'm waiting for a call here. I think that was George Donahue. They're calling that not an interception, brings up 3rd down. I did not see what the call was, but the chains did move upfield. 1st down for the Eagles. Number 7 looks to pass again. Incomplete as that hit the turf. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Another pass to 33, completed for a pickup of 5. He's knocked over by number 35, George Donahue. 3rd and 4 for the Eagles that are running a very up-tempo offense here. Basically snap and throw. Incomplete to number 10, brings up 4th down. 4th and 5 for the Eagles, again empty backfield, quarterback set for a shotgun. Looks like the coach is changing calls. That pass goes incomplete, turnover on downs. Smithtown Bulls offense coming back out onto the field. After the turnover on downs, the Bulls take over on their own 45-yard line. Handoff to Chris Moran, who makes his way upfield and brought down at or about the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 for the Bulls. Hand off to Rooney, who picks up about 7 yards. Third and 2 for the Bulls. Moran carries around the corner, gets past the first down marker, plus a few more. Ball to be spotted on likely the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulls. Parada set in the backfield. Handoff goes to Parada, who shakes off a tackler, shakes off 2. The third one's the charm, brings him down around the 43-yard line. Second and 15. Azara drops back to pass, looks way upfield. I saw a push-off downfield by number 3 on Kinahan, but they're not calling it. Incomplete, brings up 3rd down. 3rd down coming up for the Bulls. 4:31 remaining on the clock here in the 4th quarter. Score still 20-0 in favor of the Bulls. Two backs in the backfield. Handoff goes to Moran, who has got room to run. Stiff arms a lot, gets back up to about the 33-yard line before being brought down. 4th and 3 for the Bulls. Pass completed, but not enough for the first down. That will result in a turnover on downs. First and 10 for the Eagles after the turnover on downs. 3 receivers out to the defensive right. Quarterback looks to pass, sends it way upfield. Incomplete by number 10. Hit him in the hands. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. 1 back set back in the backfield. Number 7 is again the quarterback. Number 7 looks to pass, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 10 for the Eagles. Number 7 looks to pass again. Caught by number 12, brought down by number 74. That's Dominic Sanzone on the tackle. 4th down coming up. 4th and 5 for the Eagles. Everybody's set out as a receiver. Long pass upfield. Goes incomplete to number 10. Turnover on downs. Smithtown offense coming back out. First and 10 for the Bulls. Ball on the 36-yard line. Handoff to Carrick Willie, that is. Picks up about a yard. Second and 8 for the Bulls. Carrick Willie was helped off the field after the previous play. George Donahue in the backfield to carry. He works his way up to the 29-yard line. Third and almost 3 for the Bulls. 1 back in the backfield. Hand off to Donahue again. Works his way up to about the 23-yard line and should be a first down pickup. It is. Clock is still ticking down after the previous play. We've got 45 seconds on the clock as of right now. I assume the Bulls are just going to let this thing run, so I'll keep the ball on the ground. Donahue takes that, is brought down hard in the backfield at the 31-yard line. 30 seconds on the clock. He's slow to get up. We'll be right back. 13 seconds on the clock. Azara steps back and takes a knee. That should effectively let the clock run out. And it does. So as time expires, we've got the Bulls wrapping up a win here, 20-0 against Copaigue. This is the first road game for the Bulls. They're going to go away with a win. We're going to line them up here and shake some hands. We'll see you next week. Thank you for joining us here at Red Wolf Video Productions. Be sure to click the subscribe button. Make sure you check the notification bell so you learn about every time we put up a post. And we sure do appreciate it when you click that like button as well. See you next week at Red Wolf Video Productions. Thanks for joining us here.